Racist. We were taught that this is the way the world looks. It's a flat-out lie. How could a parent not be a racist? How could a white parent not be a racist in a situation in which we do that? I am a racist. I was born into a racist society. I was taught how to be a racist at birth. I know how to be a racist. I hate it. I hate the fact that when I read an article in the paper about a crime, I immediately think, God, please don't let it have been a black person who did it. In which we do that. I am a racist. I was born into a racist society. I was taught how to be a racist at birth. I know how to be a racist. I hate it. I hate the fact that when I read an article in the paper about a crime, I immediately think, God, please don't let it have been a black person who did it. Because immediately I will get a call from somebody saying, well, one of your people did it again. I'm a racist. I was infected with racism at birth. I want to get over it. It is going to take me the rest of my life to get over it, but I can do it. But I have to choose to do it. I choose to do it. Now, this is a new world map that was made by a cartographer called Arnold Peters. This is the Peters projection map. Folks, it's for sale for like $10.95. I'm not the front man for Arnold Peters, I want you to know that. This map, the land areas are correct. The shapes are distorted, but the land areas are correct. If we use this map in school, it would give children a different visual image of the size, the shape, the relative importance of the countries of the world. Would it be unreasonable to ask teachers to put this map beside that one in their classroom? See, I think that's one of the things you can do. Another thing you can do as a person who is a racist, learn about your own racism. First, admit that you have that problem. Then, we've got to stop denying it. We've got to stop denying your flesh. And when you say to a person of color, when I see you, I don't see you as black, what you're saying is, you have this deformity. And I'm going to pretend that you don't have that deformity. And then we will be able to relate to, when I see you, I don't see you as black, what you're saying is, you have this deformity. And I'm going to pretend that you don't have that deformity. And then we will be able to relate to one another if we pretend that you aren't black. If I have to pretend he isn't black, what does he have to do? Pretend he isn't black. So then we have to agree to be insane together for a while.
I think the focus is lost here.
Commercial break. And what did you want to say here?
Well, I found out one thing today. I am prejudiced, and I'm not proud of it either. And
what made you think that you were today? I mean, what happened here today?
It's just listening to everything that was said here, and looking at the map, and stopping and realizing that we are all people. We are all different. We are all of different colors and different faiths. But again, we are all human beings, and we should love each other just because we're human.
There's that word again. Love. We should just love each other.
Not because of color.
But see, I'm not sold on love either. See,
why aren't you sold on love?
We have had love in this country for 500 years. We have yet to get justice.
Or understanding.
Or understanding. I am sold on justice. I think we could have a just society, and then people would end up loving one another because we treat one another fairly. But if you love me, but don't treat me fairly, I'm not going to end up loving you.
Uh-huh.
So, I have one more video, but I wanna talk to you guys because I know how when you're watching so much video, it's like, oh my gosh, I can just watch this video on my own. So I know you want me to interject, so I'm gonna show you something that you might not know. Some of you might know it, but a lot of you will not, most likely not know this. If you're part of Drop Nation, then you probably will know this, but let's get into it. So, let me turn the camera. Well, I'll just leave it like that. Let's do this. All right, so when they all right, so I'm gonna put you back on here because I gotta show you. I can't just tell you. My bad. All right, so when is the first day of the week? So when they ask you when's the first day of the week, you go Monday, right? Because that's what you've been taught. You stay home Saturday, Sunday, and you start your day of school or work on Monday. But our ancient cultures and the ancient teachings told us that Sunday was the first day of the week. But you go, wait, but that's stupid. They lied. They didn't know what they're talking about. They're savages. We today are super smart and we know what we are talking about. And he goes to this. And then he makes a calendar and physically shows you that Sunday is the first day of the week, yet tells you Monday is the first day of the week so that you can go to church on Sunday, the first day of the week. In ancient cultures, Saturday was a day of rest because too much work, too much worrying about money gave you bad health. So they gave you a day at least of rest because a lot of people work 7 days a week in those days. All right. So we established that they lied to you. Sunday is the first day of the week, not Monday. Okay. So when does the new day begin? Right. So you get here. Let's pull up a clock. Alright, so we'll pull up an image of a clock. Okay? So we got an image of a clock right here, okay? So we'll pull up the image. And it's 12 all the way around to 12. Okay? So when it gets dark, we usually are eating, and then at 12 o'clock we say, oh, it's a new day. But when you ask someone, you say, oh, when does the new day start? And they'll go, oh, in the morning when the sun rises. And you're like, wrong. And then some who are more intelligent, they'll be like, oh, the day actually starts at 12, so it starts in the middle of the night. When does something start in the middle of anything? So what I'm trying to say to you is that it doesn't start in the middle of the night. It actually starts, our ancient cultures taught that it started once the sun went down. That's a new day. So in order to keep it like that, yet confuse us, they tell us 12 p.m. is a new day. So not really being different, just distorting it a little bit. So they're recognizing that at night it's a new day, but they're not recognizing that as soon as the sun goes down, that's the actual new day. Alright? And you can go all over and push this in and it'll show. You see how this one shows, oh, they went by the 20, they went by the 12 and all of this. But in actuality, it's supposed to be like this, like it says in the Bible. As soon as the sun and the moon is signs, and so the moon came out and that was a new day. And then when the sun comes out, that's the second half of the day, and then it's done. Okay? And you think, well, you're just crazy. This kind of crazy stuff you just bringing out. Oh my God, I don't even know about you, man. When is the beginning of the year? I know you guys just had your New Year's Eve, right? And New Year's Day is today, right? So you think January is the first day of the month, right? I mean the first month of the year. Why would the first month of the year be in the middle of the death season, in the middle of the winter season, the season of death? Huh? Why would it be then? It's not then. They've flipped things upside down. See? Spring, summer, autumn, winter. Alright? So, what is April? What is April? April is the beginning of the growing season, right? And everything. In March, there's a summer solstice, and then 14 days later is April Fools. So in actuality, April Fools is your New Year's, and to add to it and add insult to injury, they say, April Fools, Negro, haha, it's your New Year's, but we're gonna call it April Fools, you fool. Gotta understand.